Hello, my little beans and bunnies. Bunny Pop here today, and today we're going to be going to the Floating Frost Forest, Titanic Ocean, and Cherry Grove. The first creature we're going to be meeting is the Torwave from the Titanic Ocean. So as you can see down here at the bottom corner, that I hand draw my characters, and this is my bunny. And it took me a while to finish drawing her, but I think it turned out well. I did miss 2 details in creating it, but it may be subject to change in the future. The Torwave is a docile sea creature that will allow travelers to lie on its back if they think they're hungry. It can also be cooked with food. The Torwave, if threatened, can shoot strong jets of water out of their mouth that they have stored in their stomach to keep foes away and also as a means of escape. Moving to the Floating Frost Forest, you're going to meet the Woollysaurus. The Woollysaurus that makes its home up in the Floating Frost Forest is similar to an Ankylosaurus, still being armored but also having fluffy wool poking out of each section. The section of wool that you can see poking out is actually quite useful. These creatures are docile, but also if threatened, they will surely show you why they are part Ankylosaurus. But they are still friendly if you give them food and show that you can respect their space. You can trim its dark wool and use it for specialized armor to keep you nice and warm up in the frozen forest. Do be careful up in the cold. Stay nice and warm. The next monster, you'll be surprised. Moving to the Cherry Grove, we're going to be introduced to the Blossom Dragon. The Blossom Dragons can actually be tamed as pets, but their ability to put others to sleep for very long periods of time, depending on their mood. Blossom Dragons come in a whole different plethora of different flowers, from different flower colors to different flower types and heights. They'll be your best friend and help you in any type of situation that may arise. Though Blossom Dragons lack arms, they have these long, soft tendrils that extend from their head, their chest, and their back, even from inside the flower on their tail, that they can use to pick up, move, and also sense different objects, creatures, and even their masters. They also use them as a form of scent. The standard of Blossom Dragons are the pink Cherry Blossom Dragons that are the natural color of their home, the Cherry Blossom Grove. So these dragons are far stronger and have the most potent sleeping abilities. Rest easy knowing to have this guy by your side. Hi, Editor Bunny here. Yeah, so this creature, I accidentally made some mistakes, and there'll be a couple more video clips concerning this creature, so that's why you'll probably see the cuts. So, just letting you know. The Titanic Monstrous is a very large creature, which also makes its home all the way up on the floating frost forest. Its large figure is mostly used as a means of transportation and also a special type of mount that is used by traders and travelers of any race or creature that desires to get through the frost forest without any trouble. This massive creature will have no problems getting through the snow. A wild Titanic Monstrous will live inside the large mountain on top of the floating forest. It sleeps there for most of its life. But if you desire to tame one, you just need a special type of food or material for it to consider you as an ally. The Titanic Monstrous has this special tail that opens up in a four-pronged flower-like arrangement. It also spews out icy cold wind and can freeze opponents if itself or its master feels threatened. It can also do the same out of its mouth. Its nostrils are located closer to its chest and also can slightly breathe out that cold mist. This monster, compared to an average human, which is 6 feet, would only see a human as something to easily step on and not to give pause for. The next monster is also from the Titanic Ocean. It is called the Jelly Kraken. The Jelly Kraken is quite elusive and rare to see, though it is a very lethal and dangerous threat that lives out in the Titanic Sea. Do be careful if you spot it, because you never know when will be your last moments. Tread carefully in the ocean and watch your surroundings. The Jelly Kraken is bioluminescent. The darker blue on its body glows. You will see it first before you ever really meet your end. Its flower-like pattern on top of its head is the first thing you would possibly see, or its long, sharp tendrils, the thinner ones with the claw-like appendage on the end. Its beak is sharp, but it can also crunch through a boat quite easily if it sees you as prey, or if it actually sees you. Do be careful out in those waves. Though the Jelly Kraken is quite elusive, these creatures can only appear once every 3,000 years or maybe more. You will only see one of these. You'll never see two. These creatures are quite lethal, with their thinner and longer tentacles having claw-like appendages on each end. Each end can give a lethal dose of paralyzing toxin that could completely freeze up your body. Not enough to kill you, but enough for it to grab onto you and drag you down to the watery grave below. You never know what's gonna happen down in those deep depths. Now, I want to thank everybody for watching this video and the constant support I get. These 4 creatures are, But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and watch out for more videos. Till next time, bye bye my little bunnies. Have an excellent day or night.